All right, guys, I don't know what happened. I'm going to give you a few of you a moment to jump back on, and I'm going to continue with my story. So go ahead and jump back on, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Chris, can you tell people or make a post or do something? I don't know. Okay, people are starting to come back on. I'm just going to wait only a second. But I don't want you guys to have to rewatch this whole thing if you've been watching and you're going to continue watching. So I'm going to give you guys a second to join me, because I'm not going to make you rewatch this. Like a few more because I had about 12 people watching, and I just want to make sure you 12 does not have to rewatch it. But I guess if you do it, it wasn't that long. So actually, I guess it will start. You could just watch the beginning of this video if you missed it. Okay, so back to my story. There was a guy climbing up the ladder in our window, and my mom confronted him and pretended that my stepdad was out of town. I don't know what's going on. Okay. When the guy came in, he held a gun to me and he shot at me. He shot right above my head. Um, I was scared. I was very scared. My mom picked my sister up, who was a baby. Uh, my mom had muscular dystrophy, so I've never understood why she made the decision that she did, but she picked my sister up and she sat on my bed, which was right next to the guy who had the gun. And I guess she was just so scared. I don't know. But she did that. And the guy kept pointing the gun to me and my sister. Oh, no, I hope I'm not. Hold on, guys. Are you guys seeing me okay? I feel like it looks like it's cutting out again. I don't know why. I hope it doesn't start doing that. Hold on. Are you guys seeing me okay now? Or hearing me, or am I cutting out? Okay. I'm going to assume you guys are seeing me okay. That's why I'm sitting here looking at the camera very dumbly. Um, I was waiting for one of you guys to tell me you see me okay and you can hear me okay. Okay, it's good. Okay, so sorry. Cutting out a little. Okay. I realized, okay, guys, I switched over to Cricket and it kind of sucked, but it was cheaper for all of our family to have phones. So I think that's why. And when I move my phone, it like cuts it out, which is, doesn't make any sense, but it does, I swear. Chris, I need a new phone. So anyway, the guy held the gun to my head and my sister's. I was still sitting on the floor actually, after he had made the shot. And he said vividly, I remember 2 times, I'm going to shoot one of your kids. I'm going to shoot one of your kids. And my stepdad shot him in his stomach. I don't think he died though. I think he just went to the hospital. And I remember the police officers shaking my dad's hand. I can't believe I just said my dad. My He's not even my stepdad. My sister's dad's hand, and saying good job because he protected us. I did not mean to invite you to appear. I don't even know who this is. I can't tell with the name right now because I don't want to lose you guys. Whoever just messaged me, I am so sorry. I don't know why that happened. If I'm adding anyone to invite me, I didn't, maybe that's what that ad thing is. I did not know that's what I was doing. I'm really sorry. Do not join in. I think it's okay. So I keep, that's why I got to turn off messages. I keep getting distracted. Um, that happened. That was just something that happened. That affected me. And a pretty big deal. It was a big deal. Um, Another thing that happened was my house was raided. That sucked. That sucked badly. I lived on Nebraska in South St. Louis, and same kind of story. They kick down your door. We lived on the second floor. They come in. It was, I guess, what do you call it, the SWAT team or something. But they come in and tear our house apart. Actually, my sister's dad, again, same sister's dad, had a gun, took off, jumped on the roof. They caught him. He wouldn't tell where the drugs were. Guess who told me? I did not tell on purpose. I did not know what the heck I was telling about. I was little. I was 6. I don't know. I'm getting a little older, so I was 6, I guess. I remember my Aunt Dee Dee and Uncle Ronnie at the time. They were married and they came over and helped us clean it up. I remember the SWAT team throwing canned goods at my sister's dad's back. And the reason I remember this is because I seen it. And I remember his back being black and blue when they were carrying him out in handcuffs. That is something I will never forget. But he was a criminal. Sorry, guys. So don't you dare take it as don't go after the police. Please. I support law enforcement. No, don't do that. So anyway, I told where the drugs were by saying, well, they have little blue pills down in the basement. And I thought, maybe it wasn't Delata. I thought he sold Delata at the time. And they found the drugs and hit my mom in the head with the flashlight and they were screaming at all of our faces. They literally ripped our mattresses open and it sucked. It sucked really bad. If you're messaging me, I'm not going to respond to messages. I am doing a live video right now. I went through a lot as a kid, you guys. And to some of you, I think it's going to be more to some of you, I'll just say to some of you, it might seem like, oh my gosh, she's saying all this stuff. She must be lying. Mm-mm. I think when you hear my story, you're going to realize she's not lying. Because people are going to start confirming my stories. People are going to start showing pictures. They're going to confirm what I'm saying is true, showing police reports. Okay, so that happened. I was molested by, oh no. I was, hold on, guys. I was getting a call. I was molested by somebody else too. Look at me, just trying to get all these people in trouble, huh? His name was Keith Bradley. He molested me, and I don't know if he must have been a minor, maybe. I don't even know, because he didn't get in trouble, I don't think. And I think he would have gotten in trouble. I don't know, though. But he was older. I mean, I was little and he was grown up. Which I don't know what our age difference is, so we can figure that out. But he was molesting me. He was peeing in my mouth. He would stick his penis into my mouth and he would pee and he would laugh. He would make me do oral and he would put Chucky on. And he would tell me that Chucky was going to come out of the TV if I told. He would tell me that, and do you guys see me reading from anything? Do you guys really, I mean, for you people saying that I'm just making this up, really, I'm just going to sit here and talk and make this up. Nope, there's no reading or nothing. I'm telling you my story. Just so my people who do support me know that people are going to do that. They've already began. He did a lot. He did a lot of things he was one who really did a lot to make sure I didn't tell. He used scare tactics and stuff more than anybody else that I remember. We had cockroaches once, and once. We had a mini, but we had him once. And I remember he would pick me up and he would like throw me against the wall and they would scatter everywhere. 6, 7 years old, same time period, I'm assuming. I would hide. I would lock myself in rooms. I hid outside in bushes once. I begged my mom not to leave me with him because he was going to molest me. And I remember him laughing so hard about that. And when I actually, this time, I hid in the bushes this particular time. And I remember him saying, Michelle, come out wherever you are. And I did come out. Some of you are saying I liked older men. No, I was a little kid. Yes, I came out. I did what I was told to do. I tried to refuse. I didn't want pee in my mouth. I didn't like none of what was happening to me. I remember another time I think we lived off a street called Wanda. We did. And this was in South St. Louis. I locked myself in a room from Keith Bradley. And I remember banging on the window. And I remember saying, help. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I remember I was going, help, help, help. And he was laughing at me. He thought it was so funny. He knew that nobody was going to do anything or respond. You know, and nobody did. I think he got into the room. I honestly don't have a clue. But I don't remember if I let him in eventually or if he got in the room. But he did get in and I was assaulted again. It happened many, many, many times with him. And that's all I'm going to discuss there. I told this stuff. I went to live with an aunt and I told all this stuff to her. No, I told all this stuff to my cousins Rachel and my cousin Michael, who's now deceased. And I remember I was a little kid and I told him, I guess I was 8. And I think I really was 8 actually, because that's when I think I was put into the state custody. But I had spent the night. Actually, I do want to share one thing before I go on about this. Something that I used to do, and I'm sharing this, you know, let me tell you why I'm going to share. Some of my most embarrassing secrets with you guys, because I know that there are other victims that have been assaulted by Pacific City police officers out here. And they got away with it. I don't know who the victims are. Nobody has told me that I don't know who they are. But I do know that has happened in the recent years. And I want these victims to know that you can stand up for yourself. There are people in this community who are going to support you. And I don't just mean regular citizens of the community. I mean, there are people that know you were telling the truth. And they will be supporting you when you come forward, whoever you are. I don't know who you are. And if you want to contact me, you can. I'm not going to tell your story. That is not my place to do. You don't even have to make it public knowledge, but it's okay to come forward if you need to. So the proper actions can be taken against whomever did this. And I will say something else. I don't even know who the officer is that I guess doesn't work there, but can still be a police officer is. I have no idea even who that is. So I just want to say that whoever you are, this is why I'm telling you what I'm about to tell you. I remember smelling my furniture after my cousins would come visit when I was a kid. This is when I lived with my mom. I remember, thanks for sharing my video, guys. Get more people watching this. I remember, because I'm going to be revealing a lot, I promise you. This is just, I want you guys to understand me. I want you to believe me. I've been called a liar all my life. Actually, it's not even that I've been called a liar, though. I've been told it's my fault and I wanted it. That's what I've been told. Not that I'm a liar, that it's my fault and I wanted it. Because I like older men. Have you guys noticed that the guys that I choose to date are not but 9-10 years older than me? And that's it. I don't know. I no, that's it. So anyway, oh, and I do want to say this too. I've had people ask about my husband. He's an amazing person. I promise you he is. I am not in an abusive relationship right now. I have a good life. I promise you. So anyway, it's getting dark, like really dark. I'm gonna turn on my light, guys. I'm gonna try. It's like a remote light. Okay, sometimes I'm gonna use it. Hold on. Oh, it just turned on. Never mind. Oh, let me get something, guys. Hold on. Well, if you guys can hear me, I'm gonna talk. I'm looking for my drink. So I was okay, I'm good. You guys see my dirty thing? I have a dog behind me. My window, I mean. What was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying.